Hey, you guys, it's really good to see you guys all again and have you see me. I'm still around. It's been about 3 or 4 years since I put up a video. But why I'm making this video is because I've been looking over the past few days at the events that are transpiring in Ukraine, preferably the city of Kiev. Well, I found this one video, and it is titled "Highly Militarized Rioters Attempt to Start a Civil War in Ukraine." I did leave a comment there. I'm Vincent Wolf 1. You want to go and read my comments. It's like 11 lines long. To the point, I hope it makes sense. There's this guy, Gerald Salente, one of the heavy hitters, again, I'll say it that way, said that when people have nothing else to lose, they completely lose it. I'm looking at all these different videos from all different perspectives, and I'm seeing them where they're coming off of cell phone cameras, they're coming off of handheld palm quarters, and these people are just losing it. It says that they're highly militarized. I think they're highly pissed if you go and read my comments on this video. But it's really sad to see all these things transpiring in the Ukraine. Well, in Ukraine, everybody keeps calling it the Ukraine. I'm watching people and they're destroying property. I'm watching the police and they're destroying people. I'm watching people destroy the police. I've seen people that have, the police are walking by in this one instance, and there are three guys standing there, and one of the police turns, and as they're walking by, one of the police turns to one of the gentlemen that are standing there on the street and says something to him, and then the other police just turn and they just Rodney King the snot out of them, just beat them to the ground. You know, and they had no weapons. They didn't do anything that was injurious or threatening to the police. And they're on the ground cowering, and they're getting beat and stomped. And then the police just walk away. They don't call an ambulance. You know, they don't arrest them, throw them in a van or anything like that. And they just continue to walk. Other cops come in and see them laying on the ground, just cowering, injured, and they just start stomping them and beating them. And I don't understand that. I understand the adrenaline and the rage that is going on within this conflagration, I guess you could call it. But it's just completely wild. Now, there's this guy, and he's reporting inside of this video, and his name is Graham Phillips, and he's in London. And what he said was, you have to look at who's reporting the actual actions in Kiev. Well, he was reporting on it. Who does he work for? He works for the same corporate control, worldwide, Bilderberg-owned, corporate-controlled media. And, I mean, you have to see this video and listen to the things that he said. And he started naming all of the rival media entities to the one that he works for, or the ones that are opposed to the one that he works for. Another one, I saw Fox News in here from America, and there was a woman, her name is Amy Kellogg, and she said this, that President Yankovic's exotic animals have all died from stress. She said that all of his animals died from stress, all of his exotic animals. Like, because then in the same breath, they switch and start talking about some kingpin who had been captured in Mexico. It was like it was a distraction from what we had just heard. I don't turn on the corporate control media. I don't even watch it. But for these purposes, I turned it on because I was in bed upstairs with my wife, and we were watching it, and I started talking to her about the pictures that I had seen over the internet. And I came downstairs, I turned on the internet, powered up my computer, everything, and then started watching videos, and I started getting what you could call full scope, or most of full scope. And it turns out that it's, you want to be with the Russians or you want to be with the EU. Well, here, let me say this to you. If you go with the Russians, if you go with the Soviet Union, let me put it that way, you're going to get the New World Order. If you go with the EU, you're going to get the New World Order. What they're going to do is they're going to, reduce you guys to more slavery, and they're going to go after all of your natural resources. That's generally what's going to happen. Trust me on this. I've heard them call rioters, terrorists, protesters, coup attempters. I've heard them called everything but patriots or revolutionists. They're having a revolution. They called them terrorists. Well, so was George Washington and Ben Franklin and Thomas Jefferson. All these guys, they were considered terrorists also. And they were. I'm one of these people that I'm not picking sides. I'm outside of it, and I'm just an observer. But do not let them get into your personal situation. This is for the people in the Ukraine. Don't let them dictate the inner workings of your country. Don't let them do it. You will not be satisfied as to how the ends come about. Because if you look at the Hegelian dialect, it's problem, reaction, solution. And it'll be nothing different. I love all you guys. Everyone pay attention. Don't let go on this, because there are people that see this happening and they don't like it because they see what can transpire in their country. Now, I live in the United States, and we're a free society up to a point. You can go as far as you want as long as you don't pass a certain point. Be careful. Be careful. And to Mr. Vitaly Klitschko, that's really cool, brother. That's really cool to see you like that. I'll make this part 1, and I'll do a part 2, and that'll be it. So, in any case, you guys probably want to get up to Stick 182. Go look at Stick 182. He's talking about something. And just pay attention. There is an agenda that's being foisted upon us, and we don't want your new world order. As far as Ukraine, you guys got rid of the Russians or the Soviets, but you notice that they're putting the hammer and sickles back on their airplanes again. Don't fall for it. It is a tip-off to the rip-off. You guys have a nice day. I love each and every one of you. And it's sad. It's really sad to see what's going on over there. Peace and love. Godspeed. And it's revolt as far as revolution goes.